Red flags when you're disabled and job hunting. We treat everyone the same here. Translation: we don't understand reasonable adjustments. FYI, we need equality, yes, but we also need equity, where we allow for adaptation, for reasonable adjustments to allow everyone to have the same opportunity. No mention of reasonable adjustments in the job advert. If they're unlikely to be in the job advert, it means that the systems and cultures within the organization are unlikely to also embed reasonable adjustment practices when they say must thrive in fast-paced environment. Often code for no flexibility in the role, and we expect you to work as quickly as possible. When they only offer one rigid interview format, meaning they aren't prepared to give you extra time for questions, and they're not prepared to have a remote interview. When there's visible discomfort when you mention anything about reasonable adjustments. Reasonable adjustments don't just help disabled people, they help non-disabled colleagues as well. They make the environment more accessible and more inclusive to everyone. When they say attendance is non-negotiable, what this really means is that there's a rigid presenteeism culture within the organization. When they say we've never had a disabled employee before, because that's reassuring. Heavy focus on culture means it can become coded exclusion. When they say we're like a family here, sometimes and not often, but mostly code, we expect unpaid emotional labor and flexibility, but we won't offer structural emotional support. Being called inspiring instead of being assessed on your competence. This means you're being emotionally praised instead of professionally evaluated. And I can reassure you that inspiring is not a job qualification. And finally, when there's no accessibility information about the office or workplace, if there's no information about if there's step-free access, there's a lift, if you can work from home, if there's flexibility in the workings, if the office has quiet spaces for you to go, then it might not have been considered at all.